23rd, the committee is meeting on the impacts of the temporary foreign worker program on the labour market. Today's meeting is taking place in a hybrid format pursuant to the standing orders. Members are appearing in the room and remotely using virtual today. Everybody is appearing in the room, including the witnesses. Before I begin, I would remind all of you to choose the official language that you wish to participate in today's meeting as selected on the device in front of you. Make sure you're on the channel that gives you the proper interpretation. If there is an issue with the translation, please get my attention. We'll suspend while it is being corrected.
Mr. Chair, can I just get your... Yeah, so, Chair, I wanted to raise something with respect to the process on the witnesses for today. I'm really looking forward to hearing from these folks, but we did submit, every party has the ability to submit different witnesses. We did submit 39 witnesses as a Conservative Party, and none of them were, are here today. I'm very interested in hearing from the witnesses we have at the appropriate time and in the appropriate way, but, 13 witnesses submitted by Liberals, 39 by Conservatives, and it just so happens that none of the Conservative ones were booked today. So I'd like to move the following motion, that during its study of the temporary foreign worker program, the committee direct the chair to be fair to all parties in his selection of witnesses, to consult with the vice chairs before finalizing witness panels, and to have 5 to 6 witness groups appear at each meeting. And I will submit that motion by email to the clerk in both official languages. It should be, Mr. Clerk, arriving in your inbox now. So I'd like to now say a few words on that motion. It's established practice that committees in the process of examining important issues should seek to ensure that all perspectives are heard in the course of its study on important issues. And I'm certainly interested in hearing all perspectives. I'm interested in hearing the perspectives of witnesses invited by other parties. Sometimes witnesses invited by other parties end up agreeing with positions we've taken and vice versa. But in order to ensure there is a substantial, diverse and balanced conversation on the motions that come forward, the protocol is supposed to be that every party submits witnesses, and that the chair allocates those witnesses not based on his or her personal priorities, but based on roughly the proportions of the parties. And I know there are some variations here. There are some cases where a party may not submit enough witnesses to cover for their allocation. There may be cases where there are issues of availability if there's a smaller number of witnesses. It's hard to believe that there were issues of availability here. And just thinking back to the process, the deadline for submitting witnesses was, I believe, November the 14th. So it has been, I think, about 2 weeks since we submitted our witnesses. So if your office received 39 different witnesses on this study, all of which should have been fairly easily reachable, and within 2 weeks you couldn't find even one of those 39 witnesses to include here, raises some significant issues around the process. I know as well the Bloc submitted witnesses, and none of the witnesses submitted by the Bloc are here either. So I think we want to work collaboratively. We want to make sure this is a good study at which all perspectives are heard, but we don't want a situation in which the testimony is unbalanced. And looking at the witness list, I think you can see pretty clearly that Conservatives did our homework. We submitted with fewer resources. The government has access to vast resources available to it to identify suggested witnesses. And we have much less, relatively speaking, in terms of resources. And we submitted 39 witnesses compared to their 13. And we have 2 witness groups from the government. So this is not how I think we should proceed. I think we need to have committee hearings that are respectful of those standards. So with that, Chair, I'd like to move that we adjourn the meeting.
There's been a motion to adjourn the meeting. It's dilatory. So I will ask the clerk to call a vote on. No, there's been a motion to adjourn.
J'avais levé la main auparavant.
I had raised my hand before.
No, there has to be a vote. If you vote in favor of adjourning, the meeting will be adjourned.
Appel au règlement. Est-ce que
Point of order.
No, you cannot raise a point of order while
Maintenant?
it is
D'accord.
being voted.
Ouais, merci.
No. There's been a motion to adjourn the meeting. It's dilatory, and it must go to a vote. Recorded vote on, and if you vote in favor, the meeting will be adjourned.
Madame Koutakis.
No.
Madame Desrochers. No. Miss Fancy.
No.
Monsieur Joseph.
Je ne peux pas m'exprimer avant le vote.
Can I speak before the vote?
Miss Falk. Yes. Mr. Jennis.
Yes.
Miss Goodrich.
Yes.
Mr. Reynolds.
Yes.
Madame Gill.
Oui.
The meeting is adjourned. Meeting adjourned.